Welcome, fellow travelers, to another adventure on the Blue Highways of Texas channel. We're at a Texas State Park in an area that was formed by glaciers during the Ice Age. Well, we're at Buescher State Park in Smithville, Texas. And if you're new to this channel, I appreciate you liking and subscribing. And returning subscribers, well, I can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all. By the way, y'all want to sound like a local? It's pronounced Buescher, not Buescher. I know you think it would be Buescher, but it's not. Buescher, okay? Anyhow, let's go inside and check out this great little state park, sister state park of Bastrop. And we're about 30 miles east of Austin, so let's go inside and check it out. Okay, we're going to do a quick trip around the Oak Haven camping area. The 26 RV sites here, back in only. No 50 amp, only 30 amp. Also, there are no sewer hookups, so keep that in mind. Unfortunately, the dump station is on the other side of the lake, near the Cozy Circle camping area. Now, there are 3 cabins, they call them mini cabins, here on this loop. And then we'll head on over to the Cozy Circle camping area, then head on over to the Lakeview camping area. All right, here we go. Oak Haven camping area 15 through 32. Here we go. It's early Friday morning, middle of October. Partly cloudy or mostly cloudy. It's supposed to be a really great weekend. I think a high of 84. See, there's not a whole lot of room, you know, to back your trailer in. You got a small trailer, and when you do, your truck is halfway out in the street right here. They're not all like that, but there's quite a few on this loop. All right, this one over here is 20. See, that's not too bad. But lots of privacy, lots of woods in between. Another one of those. Not a whole lot of those 29. Not a whole lot of backing in room. There's 16 right there. Picnic table up on a kind of a riser. There's the restrooms right there. All right, there you have it. Oak Haven camping area. So we're going to head on over to the other two. Unfortunately, they're on the other side. Now, this camping area is on a separate side of the Lake Buescher. So we're gonna have to, it's too far to actually use a scooter, so I'm gonna have to put it back in the pickup and head on over. So pick it up here in a bit. All right, here we are at the other side of the lake. And we're gonna check out the Cozy Circle camping area 1 through 14. And this is the trailer dump station. So the other side, Oak Haven does not have a dump station, so you gotta drive your RV all the way over here. There it is. Okay. All right, let's see what this is all about. A little breezy today, but that's okay. CCC crossover trail. Now the restrooms over here are not working, so they have these porta potties. All right, we're going around a little loop here. Much easier to back into these than the Oak Haven loop. Another one, nice and wide, a little deeper. Number 3, 2, and number 1. All right, there you have it. Cozy Circle camping area 1 through 14. We'll head on over to the lake view. All right, here we are at the Lakeview camping area. At the other side, just now, I will say it's very hilly here, which is and wooded, and it's just really beautiful. It's fall, y'all, but man, this is all right. And this is also the entrance of the Park Road 1C, where you drive all the way, I think, a 12-mile drive to go to the Buescher State Park. And you can enter the Buescher State Park for free if you're staying in this one, and vice versa. But here we go. Lakeview camping area 41 through 60. There's a picnic pavilion, reservation only. There's the restrooms, but the restrooms over here don't work either. So they've got porta potties right there. You can see how wooded it is here. Now this side has lantern hooks. There are a couple walk-in camping sites here. Park your car here and walk back in that trail and set up your site. Trash dumpster. These three loops are all a little different here. These don't have as much wooded area, privacy between the two. A couple of rangers hard at work. Looking for a great place to picnic, this would be it. All right, there you have it. Lakeview camping area. See what else we can get into. All right, we're going to check out a couple sites here. Number 20. Nice concrete pad, fairly level. There's your water and electrical. Now, 30 amp only. No 50, guys. Picnic table. There's your tent pad back there. And your fire pit. Now this here, the Oak Haven Loop, is where we're at. This is actually one of the longer concrete pads. Most of them are here are very tight. When you back in your trailer, when you're in the middle of unhooking it, you're halfway out in the road here. All right, 32. See what I mean here? If you're trying to back in a trailer, your vehicle's out in the road. But nice, wooded, secluded. They're not on top of each other. There's your water and 30 amp. Fire pit. Picnic table on a concrete slab. On the back, I guess that's not really a tent pad, but a place where you can put your tent. And I'm gonna walk over here to number 21. Fire pit, picnic table. But that's what I'm talking about. This loop here, when you're backing in, they're not real long. Plenty of room, but just not real long. Anyhow, that's 21. Let's see what else we can get into. All right, we're going to check out mini cabin number 2. Like somebody here previously got some chalk sidewalk art, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Hopscotch. You got water. Stand-up grill and a fire ring. There's your mini cabin. It's on stilts overlooking the lake. Now the lake is way down because it's, it's October. But that's kind of a cool thing. All that moss hanging from those trees. But there's Lake Buescher. More water that way. Picnic table, ADA accessible. I'm going to see if I can't get a picture inside. Couple bunk beds, air conditioning, light, ceiling fan. Looks like a little refrigerator in there. Not bad. Well, there you go. Mini cabin number 2. All right, it's time for the famous loo review here at the Oak Haven RV Loop, Oak Haven Restroom. Got here the woods, nice concrete pathways. All right, here we go. Nice, a little on the dark side, but I don't mean that metaphorically. Very clean in here. Not as bright, that's what I meant to say. But very clean. Shower number 1. Shower number 2. Looks like it's a little dated. Got some rust going on there. Not bad. Not bad. Not much to it, but you know, got everything you need. See what else we can get into. Okay, here's a little bit about Buescher State Park. It was named after Mr. and Mrs. Buescher. They donated 318 acres of land to the state of Texas in 1936, and after his death, Elizabeth donated another 318 acres. The rest was acquired from the city of Smithville. The original park totaled 1,738 acres and opened in 1940. Texas later deeded 700 of these acres to MD Anderson and University of Texas Cancer Center Research, thus bringing today's total to 1,017 acres. The Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, came along and made a number of improvements. The electric entrance portal, Road Park 1, vehicle and foot bridges, water fountains, stone fencing, hiking trails, concrete picnic tables, and many other things, including the park's dam and the lake is what you see in front. Now, what is the CCC? It was part of Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal work program that enlisted unemployed young men to work on land conservation and park developments. Men worked 6 days a week, and more than 50,000 workers served in Texas. And I also got to mention that part of this park burned in a major forest fire in 2015, and there are still remnants of that devastating fire around, but it's been a remarkable recovery, and hats off to all the people and volunteers have done an incredible job maintaining this park. All right, it's fall, y'all. Let's go see what else we can get into. Okay, got to talk a little about the history of Buescher State Park. Thomas Jefferson Gasley arrived here in 1827 and built the first house and store here. He later served in the Mexican government and helped write Texas's Declaration of Independence and the first Constitution. The William Smith family arrived here about a year later and had a lot of influence in the area, including naming the area Smithville. There were about 17 families living here in the south bank of the Colorado River. Then the railroad came through here in 1887, and that's when the population grew. And as it grew, so did the demand for housing, stores, and other types of infrastructure. And that's what brought the Buescher brothers to come here and create the first utilities. In 1895, this thriving town was officially incorporated into the city of Smithville, and now with a population of about 7,000. Do you know what Smithville is famous for? It's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records. That's right, at one time they made an edible 20-foot gingerbread man cookie. His name? Smitty. Imagine that. Now the mold from that cookie has been turned into a permanent monument, and I believe it's in some park there in the town. So anyhow, now you know. Okay, time to talk a little bit about the nature, wildlife, and trails for a bit. Now, Buescher State Park lies in the Lost Pines of Texas area, and like her better known sister state park, Bastrop, as I mentioned before, there's a scenic hilly road called 1C, that's 12 miles, that connects the two woodland parks. Now, what are the Lost Pines, you ask? Well, they're a remnant of what scientists think was an extensive pine oak forest covering much of central Texas. When the Ice Age glaciers rained to the north, they came down this way, and as they melted and dried, they left behind a sandy soil, which is perfect for the growth of the loblolly pine tree. And now, many moons later, we now have this beautifully wooded part of Texas. Now, there are 7.8 miles of trails here, including the famous former state champion cedar elm tree called the Big Tree. Imagine that. There's lots of wildlife here. Over 200 species of birds have been spotted here. And there is that beautiful 25-acre lake, Buescher Lake. Imagine that. Smack dab in the middle of the park, where you can try your luck at largemouth bass, crappie, catfish, and in the winter, the Texas Park and Wildlife stocks rainbow trout in the lake. But you'll have to try your luck early because if the water gets too warm in the summertime, they can't survive or produce. So winter through spring, come down this way and try to catch yourself some rainbow trout. And also, because of the small lake in size, and the water's really down probably about 4 feet, I'm guessing. So it's a little low, but that's typical for this time of year. We don't get a whole lot of rain, plus evaporation from summer. Springtime, it'll fill back up. But anyhow, it's only suitable for non-motorized boats. So you can bring a boat here, but can't everything big. All right, let's go see what else we can get into. Okay, let's talk a little bit about things to do here at Buescher State Park. They do have a nice park store. It's very small, but you got some souvenir gifts and a few camping, hiking type items. They do offer kayak and canoe rentals here. Now, Smithville is about 6 miles or so from here from the park. Doesn't take that long. And Austin is less than an hour away. Smithville has a population of about 4,000, where you'll find a Buescher Brothers grocery store, local restaurants and stores. Bastrop is a bigger city with a population over 12,000, and they have just about everything you'll need. They have a Walmart, a Buc-ee's, bigger chain restaurants and stores. And Austin, of course, is the capital of Texas, and Austin as well is Austin. Now, Buescher State Park has an amphitheater, which you see in front of me here, a group picnic, a rec hall. Now, fishing is a popular thing to do here. The park does offer a fishing tackle loaner program. It's available at the headquarters. And also, this lake is for fishing only, and there's no swimming, so don't think you come here and bring your swimsuit, because that just ain't going to happen. All right, let's see what else we can get into. Here's some random notes, as always, and in no particular order. Phone reception, it's a funny thing here. Some places it's not too bad, other places it's barely 1 bar, so I guess it's spotty at best. Tent campsites, if you make reservations for a Friday or Saturday, you have to book both nights. You just can't make reservation for just one night, okay? And also on major holidays such as Labor Day, Memorial Day, but also includes Martin Luther King, President's, and Columbus Day, there's a 3-night minimum. So be mindful of that, and that sites 41 through 55. Now, the 8 primitive sites include a 15 by 15 tent pad, a fire ring, and picnic table, but cannot be reserved. So it's a first come, first served basis. Let's see what else we got. Those are sites 61 through 65. And did you know that the movie Hope Floats, that's starring Sandra Bullock, was filmed right here in Smithville? And also the movie Trees of Life, starring Brad Pitt. And in 2008, the Texas Film Commission named Smithville the first film-friendly community in Texas. How about that? Now, here at the park, you might hear some roadside noise from Highway 153 out there. And also there is a municipal airport less than a mile from here. So you occasionally hear a small prop plane here and there. And once in a while you might hear a train. And lastly, if you like to camp, picnic, or hike, or bike, or just enjoy nature and wildlife, and you want to save a bunch of money, you got to get yourself one of these. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's a Texas State Park Pass. Save you a bunch of money. They're only about $70, but you get unlimited free entry to the 88 state parks plus discounts on campsites, park store purchases, and equipment rental. Now, to give you an example, I use this state park pass here at Buescher, and I paid under $70 for 4 nights. You can't stay at a Motel 6 for 1 night under $70. So I highly recommend you getting yourself one of these park passes. All right, let's see what else we can get into. Well, there you have it. You know, Texas has it all. The Gulf Coast, the piney woods, the hill country, blacklands and prairie, the high plains in West Texas and the Rio Grande Valley, including a state park in an area formed by glaciers. Now, who would have thunk it? Anywho, I appreciate you all going along for the ride. Until next time, I appreciate you. Please like it and subscribe.